Hi there, Chris, Chap in the Camp, Motor Legends. Today we're going to be talking about a very useful inner glove, a little bit like a silk glove, but actually not a silk glove. It's called the Offwind and it's from the Finnish brand Rukka. Glove we're going to be talking about today is the Offwind from Rukka. Looks like a silk inner glove. It's actually not a silk inner glove, but it does a similar job. Silk inners are made from, as the name would suggest, silk, sometimes from something that looks like silk, but they work in a particular way. As your hand is in them, your hand is rubbing against them, and that is generating friction, and that friction generates heat. The idea is that that heat is then kept inside the glove. It's going to make your hand feel a little bit warmer. If you're a skier, you will know that your instructor will tell you if it's really cold, the first thing you do, you put a silk inner in the glove. It's going to keep your hand warmer. The same principle clearly applies to any bike glove. Now, these Rukka gloves look like silk inners and they do a similar job, but they actually work very differently. The material from which these gloves is made, it's called Infinium, and Infinium is Gore's new name for windstopper. Windstopper is and was, or rather was I suppose, a windproof membrane. The glove itself is made from a mix of polyester with some elastane for stretch, so they're nice and comfortable. They then bond the membrane, waterproof, windproof membrane, whatever you want to call it, to the inside of the glove. And what this means is as you're riding along, they're going to reduce the wind chill. And wind chill can be a real killer on a cold day. And the perceived temperature goes up the faster you're going. So on a coldish day, if you're doing 70 miles an hour, you can very easily, if you've started off at something like 2 or 3 degrees, you can very easily be down to a perceived temperature of -1, -2, -3. So wind chill is a big deal when you're riding a bike and you're getting cold hands. Are these gloves going to be warmer than silk liners? That kind of depends on the conditions, depends on the outer glove, depends on the speed that you're riding at. It is true that these gloves will not generate anywhere near as much friction because of the nature of the construction. They're not going to generate heat in the way that a silk glove will. But then again, a silk glove does pretty much nothing in terms of protection from the wind. So they do not give you any kind of wind protection. What we can say about these gloves though is that whatever outer glove that you're wearing, be it a summer glove, a waterproof glove or a full winter glove, this is going to make you feel warmer. So let's say you've got a pair of these. This is a Rukka glove as well. It's one of our favorites. This is the Rukka Infinium. It's not a winter glove, but it's got a waterproof membrane. Let's say on some days you just find it's not quite doing it in terms of the warmth in your hands, but you don't want to go to a full-on clumpy winter glove. So you put a pair of these Offwind gloves on the inside. You're then protected from 2 waterproof membranes. There will be a significant increase in the temperature in the way you feel when you're riding. But there's another benefit with a pair of gloves like this, and it's why we actually think that every rider should have a pair of these with them on the bike. And it's this. This is a summer glove, no membrane. So you've got a summer glove. You go out on a Sunday morning, it's nice and warm. You come home a bit later in the evening, the sun's gone down, it's pretty cold. So you put the Offwind glove inside this and you've immediately made it a somewhat warmer glove. But there's another benefit, because in some ways you are creating, not quite, but almost a summer waterproof glove. Because in essence, a windproof membrane is the same as a waterproof membrane. The only difference really is that with a waterproof membrane, the seams are taped together. So this glove has a membrane that's going to be pretty similar to a waterproof membrane. It is not taped on the seams of the glove. So eventually water is going to get in, but you are going to give yourself, depending on the rain and the speed and so on, you're going to give yourself a half an hour, maybe an hour of staying dry by wearing this glove on the inside. So that's why we love these gloves. They're I think they're around £35. It's not a lot of money, but if you had a pair of these always on the bike, whatever happened, whether you've got a winter glove, a summer glove or a summer waterproof glove, and it gets cold, slip these on. They're nice and thin. They still feel like a silk glove. You're going to make your hands feel a lot warmer. If you'd like to see more gloves, Rukka gloves, or more Rukka gear, then visit the website motolegends.com. If you'd like to learn more about the Offwind gloves, then if you click on one of the links on the screen, sometimes they're up there, sometimes they're down there, that will take you directly to the relevant page on the website. There you can check out the spec in a little bit more detail, you can check on availability, and obviously if you like the gloves you can buy a pair there and then. Now when you buy from us, we try to make the process simple, straightforward and risk-free as we possibly can. There's no delivery charge on any item of protective wear that you buy from us. Returns are totally free, and what's more, we give you a full 12 months in which to decide whether you do want to return something to us. We have the best price promise in the business. John Lewis is rightly famed for its never knowingly undersold price promise. We go one stage better. If you can find anyone selling anything that is below our price, we will beat that retailer's price by a full 10%. If the retailer is in the EU and not in the UK, we will match their landed price. There are a few terms and conditions associated with the price beat, as we call it. Nothing particularly onerous, but if you are going to price beat us, then I suggest you visit the website and check out what those terms and conditions are. If in future you'd like to receive bulletins from us about new products, product launches, then if you go to the website, at the top of every page there's a piece of script that says newsletter sign up. Click on there, within seconds you'll be in business. If however you prefer to get your information videographically, that is to say in this form, then we would be simply delighted if you want to become a subscriber to our YouTube channel, and you can do that by clicking on the button below. Now last year 2020 we gave away to a YouTube subscriber a Mutt 125cc motorbike that we had customized a little to look like a Steve McQueen desert sled. This year we're going upmarket a little bit. We're going to be giving away a 250cc Fantic Caballero, Fantic Scrambler Caballero, but we're not going to give it away to a YouTube subscriber. We're going to give it away to somebody who follows us on Facebook. We'll be giving the bike away just before Christmas, end of 2021. If you want to stand a chance of winning that bike, then go over to Facebook and obviously follow us. I'd like to finish with a little play for our shop here at Motor Legends. We're based about a mile from the centre of Guildford, a mile from the railway station. It's a pretty small shop, a small footprint, but it is attached to our warehouse where we have more than £2 million worth of gear here arranged over 3 floors. Technically that makes us the second largest motorcycle apparel shop in the UK. But we think that we are far more than just the amount of merchandise we have here in the building. We're all about service, we're all about personal fitting. If you want to check us out, visit Trustpilot. We have the highest 5-star ranking in the business. When you come and see us, we'll serve you only the finest Illy Italian coffee, or we'll serve you proper Yorkshire tea in a proper teapot. And who knows, if you're lucky, you might even get to sample one of Sean's mum's delicious motorcycle-shaped shortbread biscuits. Anyway, this has been Chris. I hope to talk to you again soon.